Is there a flood of inventory coming on the market? Stay tuned. Hi, it's Lydia Gable with Compass, and time for another Tuesday tip. There's been a lot of talk about a lot of inventory coming on the market. Is there going to be short sales again? With the moratorium ending, the talk about, is there a flood of inventory going to be coming on the market from the banks? So I want to go through some data with you, and then I'm going to answer the question at the end. So the biggest thing is last year, about a year ago, 8.5% of all mortgages were in forbearance. As of the end of July, only 3.4% of those mortgages are left to be in forbearance. That's about 1.9 million mortgages in all of the United States. So, of course, it's come down quite a bit. In fact, I want to just kind of break down the numbers for you as of the end of July. Of the 8.5% of people who initially filed forbearance, 44% of those mortgages are completely paid in full. So a lot of people went to the banks, they didn't know what was going to happen, and they just said, hey, we're in trouble, we don't know what's going to happen with our jobs, we want to just put a hold on our account. So 44% of those people are already paid in full, and they're cleared up with the bank. 39% of the people have already worked it out with the bank. That means they've done a modification, they've potentially refinanced, or they've just basically tagged it on at the end, but they're not considered to be behind or in forbearance. So what does that leave? It does leave 17% of people who filed initially for forbearance are still in trouble. And I don't want to downplay that at all. If you are in trouble, of course, we're going to talk about how can we make sure to save you. Like, we want to be a resource for you. We don't want to downplay that at all. We definitely believe that equity has gone up. We believe that you could potentially sell your home and still get equity, and potentially then go rent and save whatever equity you have. But of the 17% that are in trouble, what does that mean? It means 4 out of 5 people have actually resolved their issues with forbearance. So is there going to be a flood of inventory? With the demand that we're seeing, this 1.9 million mortgages that potentially are in trouble, some of those are going to work it out too. Some of those are going to list their home. We do not see a flood of inventory coming on the market. We do not see what we saw in 2008. The reason why? People own equity. The banks really want to work it out with you. They don't want to add staff. They don't want to have the systems and the processes that they had to add in 2008. I hope that's helpful. We're not seeing forbearance. We're not seeing a big issue. If you are in trouble, we want to be a resource for you. So I hope that's helped, and I'll talk to you next week.